Welcome back to the Crochet Designer series. This is episode 2, and today we're diving into the first part of the designing process. If you missed the introduction, be sure to check it out as we covered the basic knowledge you need before jumping into the designing process. Finding ideas. Before you even pick up your hook to design, you need to find inspiration. But let's talk about something very important. Avoiding the trap of using other designers' work as inspiration. It can be tempting, but in reality, it often leads to unintentionally copying someone else's hard work. Instead, look beyond the fiber community. Nature, architecture, fashion, and even everyday texture can spark unique design ideas. If you want to follow trends, that's totally fine. Just make sure your designs are uniquely yours and not just a rework of someone else's pattern. Some of the best sources of inspiration come from unexpected places. Pay attention to the patterns in nature, like the delicate vines and leaves, the waves in the ocean, or the unique structures of tree barks. Look at the textures and colors in fashions and home decor. Perhaps a woven pillow or an embroidered jacket sparks an idea of a crochet motif. Even everyday objects like the tile patterns on a subway floor or the geometric structure of a building can inspire new stitch patterns or construction techniques. Keep a dedicated space for collecting inspirations, whether it's Pinterest or a physical scrapbook or a folder on your phone filled with photos and sketches. Just something for you to reference when you have the itch to create something new. Essential tools for crochet designers. Invest in a comfortable set of crochet hook that you enjoy using. Your hands will thank you. I've purchased and been gifted a lot of crochet hooks over my 27 years of crocheting. So I know a thing or two about what I'm talking about. I'll list some of my favorites down below in the description box. Sketching out ideas and taking notes on stitch counts and adjustments is crucial. Have a dedicated notebook or design journal. I have used many over the years, as you can see here. A good measuring tape is important for sizing, getting accurate dimensions, and gauge. I'll list this one down in the description block for you. Graph paper is helpful for charting designs, especially if you're working with color work. I have one here that's been through it that I've been using for years. These are great to have. I've already covered some great reference books in the introduction to this series, and I'll link all of them down in the description block for you to have access to. Having a yarn swift and winder, although not necessary to begin, they are great tools if you're working with indie dyed yarns and inks. If you're using mostly commercial yarn, you won't need this. The Craft Yarn Council set industry standards for sizing, abbreviations, and guidelines, making it a great reference for designers. I have them bookmarked on my desktop for easy access. A quick note: sizing to specific standards will not fit every body type, so make adjustments as necessary. Decoding crochet skill levels. When designing, it's important to understand the different skill levels and what they involve. A beginner pattern will use basic stitches and simple shaping. Those patterns should have detailed step-by-step instructions. A beginner level pattern might include a basic scarf, dishcloth, or a simple hat. These projects provide a comfortable entry point for those new to crochet. Easy Advanced Beginner introduces slightly more shaping and pattern repeats but remains accessible with clear guidance. Intermediate level involve techniques like color work, lace, and working in the rounds. Crocheters at this level can read patterns with less hand-holding. An intermediate level pattern could involve a textured blanket, a more intricate sweater, or a tote bag. Those projects challenge crocheters to expand their skill sets while remaining manageable. Advanced level uses intricate stitch patterns, complex shapings, and multiple techniques. These patterns assume a strong understanding of crochet mechanics. Advanced level patterns might include detailed lace, a sophisticated garment with intricate stitch patterns, or a complex amigurumi design. These projects are designed for seasoned crocheters seeking a challenge. Regardless of the level, clear and structured instructions are essential. Beginners need detailed guidance, while advanced crocheters benefit from concise but comprehensive directions. If designing a series, consider a gradual progression in complexity. This allows crocheters to build on their skills with each new project. Take a look at my IET collection. The first pattern in the series was Desalignée, a shawl that introduces makers to short rows with a bit of color work. The next was Catkin Flow, which has more detailed shaping and constructions. The last is Wakaima, which is coming out this year. It has color work, short rows, working in the rounds, and is a yoke sweater. Aim for inclusivity. Even in advanced patterns, offer clear explanations for complex techniques, making them accessible to those eager to expand their skills. Provide opportunities for skill building with each level. This keeps crocheters engaged and motivated to tackle more challenging projects. Before releasing a pattern, have it tested by crocheters of varying skill levels. This ensures that your instructions are clear and that the difficulty aligns with the intended level. By understanding the skills required at different levels, you empower a diverse audience to explore the joy of creating beautiful projects with their own hands. What's next? This was just the first step in the designing process. In the future episodes, we'll break things down even further, working through the entire journey from idea to the publication of your very first pattern. The goal is to create a step-by-step guide that makes designing approachable and fun. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any part of this series. Follow me on all my social media accounts listed below. And if you enjoyed this, consider supporting me on Patreon for just $4 a month. Your support helps me keep creating contents and sharing my crochet journey with you. See you in the next video.